In today's video, is cardio killing your gains? Hey guys, what's going on? This is Paul Ravella from ProPhysique.com, and today I want to talk about cardio. I want to talk about building muscle and exactly how it is we can make sure that the cardio you're doing to look good, to perform better, is not going to interfere with your goals of muscle building. And at the end, I really want to give you an exact plan for how you can proceed towards your goal of having the most muscle and the least body fat possible. If you guys have a question you'd like to send me, I'm going to put my Instagram on the screen here. You can send me a question to my direct message. You can leave a comment below. I answer all the comments. And also, guys, hit that subscribe button if you're interested in learning more about the science of building muscle, losing fat, and hitting all your goals. Now, today's topic is specifically around the idea of cardio and fat loss. And I come from a background of competing in bodybuilding. But before that, I was an athlete. And I think early on in the process, I thought, wow, I cannot be doing cardio while I'm trying to put on muscle. Because you hear a lot about this interference effect. But what does that mean? What is the interference effect? What type of cardio is going to impact us? So let's talk about the interference effect. First of all, let's talk about what cardio is, because the word cardio gets used to describe a lot of different things. Cardio is any rhythmic activity that gets your heart rate up, if you know what I'm saying. But seriously, walking, cardio, sprinting, cardio, riding a bike, cardio, jogging, cardio. These are all rhythmic forms of movement that are going to get our heart rate elevated. Walking is not going to elevate our heart that much. Sprinting will certainly elevate our heart rate, and biking more than walking. So what are the positives? Why would we do some cardio? Well, first and foremost, as much as these muscles are important, there's also some muscles inside our body that are very important, like our heart and our lungs. And so we can increase our ability to perform work, and we can increase our overall well-being by having good cardiovascular fitness. Cardio has also been shown to reduce stress, to lower blood pressure, and if we're just going off what I believe, well, probably one of the biggest issues with our society as a whole is that we do not move enough. You see it everywhere in the world that's called a blue zone, where people's life expectation is over 100 years. They have some form of daily moving that they do. This is going to keep us in good health. So get out there and move. As someone that coaches bodybuilding and also someone that competes in bodybuilding, what I have found the effect of having no cardio, because I've had long periods without cardio in my approach, and having some cardio in, I feel that doing some cardio on a regular basis improves my ability to recover from exercise, reduces my inflammation, and it helps me maintain a leaner body mass without really trying much harder. Now I want to talk a little bit about the types of cardio so we can get into this, what type of cardio you should be doing to make the most possible muscle gains while also either getting lean or staying lean. So the three common types are low intensity steady state, walking, moderate intensity steady state, jogging, or high intensity intervals, which would be running an all-out sprint. Now, you can't run an all-out sprint for more than 10 or 15 seconds. So if you're doing something where you're going faster than slower, that's just called interval training. Now, I'm someone who's done all forms of cardio while getting contest lean. And what I found was that the best approach for myself was low intensity steady state. Now, why did I find low intensity steady state to be best for me? Well, because with low intensity steady state cardio, I found I was able to do more of it and have less of an impact. The problem I've had in the past with high intensity interval training or HIIT sprints, doing cardio where you just go all out life or death, is that it would leave me exhausted. And I would be too tired to perform in the gym. I would be actually sore from it. If you haven't run sprints in a long time and you go run some sprints, you're gonna notice an adaptation to that. It's very muscular in nature. So there's this adaptation that goes along with HIIT cardio that's not really specific to bodybuilding. Now, if you're under a time crunch, you can certainly focus on doing things like interval training and bodybuilding in a shortened, condensed form to look fantastic. What I'm talking about here is the specific goal of getting as shredded as possible and keeping as much muscle as possible. Now, where a lot of this gets confused, I think, is moderate intensity steady state. I think moderate intensity steady state is the gains killer, okay? There's a lot of good research out there. I even have a study, I'll link it below, that shows that HIIT cardio done with concurrently with bodybuilding style training, well, you're not gonna make as much progress, but you can maintain and keep your muscle. However, in my opinion, moderate intensity steady state, which I would call maybe like marathon training or running long distances in a timed manner. Okay, so running multiple miles in a shortened time frame. This type of moderate intensity activity, you're going to get some muscular adaptations to type 1 muscle fibers that are going to interfere with your ability to have the most type 2 muscle fibers, the ones we want as bodybuilders. So let's get to the crux of this. Why are we doing this video today? Because I want to give you an exact plan for how you should approach your cardio. To be the best, strongest bodybuilder you can be, I would suggest low intensity, steady state, but not just walking. I've found what I consider to be a little bit of a loophole there. Now, I'm certainly not the one that thought of it because everybody's treadmill goes on an incline. But you can find a sweet spot where you're doing low intensity, steady state cardio, but you're walking at an incline enough where you don't actually adapt to it, okay? You might get a little bit better at doing the cardio, but it's not like doing a Stairmaster or going for a jog where there are these severe adaptations to it, okay? Where you're doing endurance type training. Incline walking, you're gonna be breathing hard enough that you know you're working, but you can still hold a conversation. Moderate intensity steady state cardio, you're not going to be able to hold a conversation while you're doing it. So for your plan to get started, what I would suggest is every day that you go to the gym to train, either start or finish your workout with a 10-minute incline walk. This doesn't sound like much, but if you're doing no cardio like I was doing, setting a 5 incline to a 10 incline, speed around 3 to 3.3 miles per hour, you're gonna find yourself breathing heavy and putting in a little bit of work. Now, finally, let's talk a little bit about fasted cardio. Should you do fasted cardio? Well, it's pretty clear. There is no benefit to fasted cardio over fed state cardio if calories are equal during the day. However, what is the benefit to fasted cardio? When you wake up in the morning, you just get up and go do your cardio, and then it's done, okay? And then you start your day. So I do feel there is a benefit to fasted cardio for most of us that just want to get up and go and don't want the hindrance of having to plan a meal. So for your plan, start with 10 minutes, 5 days a week if you're training. Bump it up 5 minutes a session to 10 minutes a session as you plateau. And if you're feeling good, you can get up to 30 minutes or more of steady state cardio every time you train. You can even split it up, a pre-workout warm-up, a post-workout kind of cool down. It's not going to interfere with your ability to put on muscle. It is going to help you stay leaner, reduce stress, recover from exercise, okay? So give that a shot, guys. Let me know if you have any questions, and cardio does not have to be a gains killer.